My energy level's been through the roof lately thanks to an amazing challenge that I just finished up. Want to hear all about it? Then stop what you're doing and listen to this podcast episode right now. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Drew. I'm going to welcome you back to Learn How to See Better. It's the only podcast out there that'll improve your vision the longer you listen. And so today I'm looking back at the Get Your Energy Back Challenge. Yes, that's the name of it. The name of the challenge it just finished up. It's called Get Your Energy Back. And just finished that up, and I'm going to tell you all about it, and then also let you know what's coming soon as far as the new year and plans to run that thing again. But first, I want to take you through this challenge and let you know kind of a little bit about how it came to be, what it actually was, and what some of those results were. So first off, this idea, this challenge, kind of how when you think about the holiday season and with all the good stuff, the holiday cheer and the friends, the family, the rekindled connections potentially from a, holiday gathering, they can be great, right? But there are times that the holidays can bring a little bit of a lull, specifically to your energy levels. And so one of the things that I and my wife wanted to do was bring back a challenge that we had run some time back, and we called it Get Your Energy Back for these same reasons. The holidays can get you sometimes, and as joyful as they are, some people find that their new year doesn't get launched the same way they want it to, with the resolutions and everything, because they're kind of coming in to the new year with an empty tank when we're talking about their energy standpoint. So what we decided to do was, knowing that we feel like as a young, energetic couple, we've got a family that's a pretty large size family, and it's important to make sure that you're aware of what your energy levels are and when they're dipping, when they're dropping, and you got a whole lot going on because you're maybe juggling things. You need to know how to get your energy back. So that was essentially the premise to kind of what this was brought to the table, what brought this to the table, and why we decided to kind of help some of the people around us that we know by helping them get their energy back, because we knew that we had some of the secrets, but every now and then the pace of life can get hectic, and sometimes you feel like you're not operating at your optimal levels, and maybe you're not doing all that you know to get you where you need to be. Okay, so let's talk about the idea of the Get Your Energy Back challenge. So to boil it down to its simplest steps, the Get Your Energy Back challenge, it's structured as a 7-day challenge. Okay. So we say, okay, well, how are you getting everybody together? How are you getting the word out? To keep it simple, what we decided to do was run a challenge on Facebook. Let everybody know that we're going to have a Facebook group where we run this challenge. And essentially, what we're challenging participants to do is recognize the importance of energy sources and energy drains in your world, and ways to mentally get on point with your energy levels. So in short, what does that mean? For 7 days in a row, you're going to hydrate, and you're going to hydrate more than you probably typically are used to. So for this particular challenge, the participants were tasked with consuming 10 8-ounce glasses of water per day. So 80 ounces of water. It's not a Herculean amount of water, but if you only consume a bottle of water a day, that's like 16, 17 ounces. So to go 5x that, it's pretty dramatic. But what we wanted people to do was understand the value of hydration. And when you drastically increase your hydration, you're going to find proportional increase in your energy levels. So we wanted people to hydrate every day, get adequate hydration every day. Super simple, right? Adequate hydration for 7 days. The next thing was, since we're focusing on hydration, we wanted to eliminate things that dehydrate you. In this case, we chose to pick on alcohol, right? Just because the holiday season, we know that can bring an abundance of holiday cheer, whether that's eggnog or holiday beer. And what we elected to do was say, hey, if participants are to abstain from alcohol consumption for 7 days, right? Strictly from a hydration standpoint, we are confident that that's going to help deter some of the dehydrating effects that can wear on your energy levels, right? So that was the second thing. No alcohol for 7 days. You abstain. And so once we tackled what was going in or not going into our bodies from a consumption level, we also wanted to make sure that we tackled some of the mental aspect. One of the mental aspects of your energy levels is so significant because we underestimate this one. And what we wanted to do was get people introduced to or back into the habit of using positive affirmations to set your mental vibration for the day, to help you mentally get your energy back. If you know that energy is something that you want to focus on, what you focus on expands. The idea is using affirmations that you share in this group to be able to effectively let folks know and share and be really a voice of encouragement to the things that you're affirming to. And typically the theme being getting your energy back. This was a great way for people to essentially be able to share their experiences, engage with one another, have an informal support group. There's no charge for this challenge. It was essentially mostly people we knew that wanted to get together and challenge themselves. No different than when you get together for a poker tournament or get together to go on a group hike of a local mountain. So the Get Your Energy Back Challenge. Yeah, pretty cool, right? A 7-day challenge. As I stated previously, you hydrate, you abstain from alcohol, and you reinforce positive affirmations, and you share those with the group. And so it was pretty cool. So we had people sharing stories of what their experiences were like, what some of the results were for some of the folks involved with the challenge. I was really excited to see that some people had never really looked at measuring their hydration before, and they said, "Wow, I didn't really know that trying to consume 80 ounces of just water, right? We're not counting coffee, we're not counting the smoothies, we're not counting a Gatorade. We're talking about pure H2O. The what it would make you feel like, right? How it will help impact and boost your energy level. People were pretty surprised about that. Others maybe thought it was less of a big deal, but to keep it up consistently at that level was maybe more challenging. In another instance, it was cool to see that some people said, "Well, hey, I don't even consume alcohol, but just to be conscious of my thoughts, or conscious of the inputs of maybe those around me. If you spend time with others that consume, and maybe you're a little bit more aware of, let's say, their behavior with consumption and without consumption. But that alone, even if you don't consume alcohol, but you increase your hydration, you felt a difference in your body. For some people, it was learning how to time that consumption of that water level. If you don't track it and pace it, you might find yourself trying to chug a lug late at night and throwing your sleep off. That was funny to hear from some. And then even the idea that positive affirmations was something that was a foreign concept to many people, that really hadn't had the opportunity to focus their mind and focus their time on um, extracting concentrated positive thoughts from their cranium and putting them on a piece of paper and sharing a snapshot of that with a group. Some of these things are kind of transformative because they allow a difference in perspective. They allow individuals to learn how to see better. As you might imagine, that kind of goes into the theme of this podcast, right? So it was great. It was a positive challenge that I enjoyed participating in myself. I felt like I had a successful experience going through all the motions of the challenge. And really, I think the key takeaway for me was that for someone that was kind of helping to facilitate the challenge, just reminding myself the impact of when your hydration's low, you don't necessarily know what you've been missing once you take a concerted effort to get that hydration level boosted again. Pretty cool. And to just remember what some of the good long-term habits that you've built are, can still be reinforced, because the same way they can erode with time if you don't nurture or look to reinforce those long-term habits. So some of the things I was proud to see in my own personal experience was just the fact that I knew what I was going to experience from the challenge in advance. And so I was invigorated and excited by that, because it's like, hey, you know, the same wind blows on us all. You find that maybe you're less conscious a little bit during the holidays of, things like overindulgence. That food was just too good over Thanksgiving. Had to go back and get the third plate, So as an example, to be able to really compare, and the takeaway for me was the secret knowledge that, like, this could be that thing that helps shake people out of the holidays, of just going through the motions, and to be very definite and very intentional about their consumption, regardless of the type. and just to raise that awareness that a lot of what we intend to do could be hindered by what we input into our world, into our minds, into our bodies. So that was one of the things that I think was great about the challenge, was I was able to get reminders of good habits that you don't want to lose track of. Knowing in the back of my mind, people were getting hidden benefits even beyond what was shared, and having run the challenge in the past, knowing what the small percentage of people that are likely to continue on with these habits are likely going to see, that could be powerful, whether it's clarity of thought, release from dependence on chemical substances, or even release of excess um, pounds or food or content consumed in the past, right? A good, healthy hydration practice can help release undesired weight from the body, things that have been held onto from the body, backed up in the body for too long. What a great opportunity to cleanse and kind of purge. So all those things were positive and good. It was fantastic to be a part of, lighting up somebody's life, especially during this season of light, as we wrap up 2023 and move into 2024 for the bright future that we are all anticipating. And so, yeah, I wanted to share a lot about that because, just my raising your awareness, anybody listening to this episode, that hyperhydration, abstaining from certain substances that dehydrate you, and also looking at the mental aspect of energy being driven to positivity, right? How energetic and motivated do you feel? Are you going to be and likely to take action on your goals when you're down, or you've got a whole bunch of negative self-talk swirling in your head? No, it's once that vibration's raised and once you kind of take charge and really command the best of yourself is when that greatness really comes out. So that said, I think this challenge was a success, and we are definitely looking at running this challenge again in 2024. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're going to have more information coming out and available for that soon. But for the time being, I'd say for those interested in looking at how they might want to get their energy back, they could take a time out right now. Grab a pen, write this down, open up a browser window while you're listening on your mobile or desktop, and go to getyourenergybackchallenge.com. That's right. You know the website, www.getyourenergybackchallenge.com, for more details on that. And we're going to be able to use that platform to keep you up to speed on when the next one's coming. We'll also have some information that we can probably be released through a little newsletter that we'll have available for those that are interested in having ongoing tips on how to keep their energy levels high, or things that they could be doing to prepare mentally for the next challenge. So stay tuned for that. Just wanted to give you a glimpse of some of the things that will be coming at you in the new year to get your energy levels up, up, up. So go to that website right now, getyourenergybackchallenge.com, so you can be up to speed and be one of the first to make sure you are in the know for the 2024 challenge details. All right, so last but not least, as we close out 2023, I wanted to thank everyone that's tuned in, listened to the podcast, and shared it with a friend and received some value from some of my travels and my ongoing experience of life, constantly learning, constantly living, constantly growing, and then sharing some of those tidbits that I find with all of you. So one of the last tidbits I would say is to take note from what was shared in this episode. What can you do to get ready for the next challenge? Is just be a little bit more aware of what your hydration levels are. They are related to so many positive, healthy habits, primarily that have to do with your thinking, right? And as the podcast here, learn how to see better, right? It's that vision of the mind, as well as just the eyes. So take note of that. Be a little bit more conscious of your hydration levels. That's an energy tip I can give you right now as you prepare for the rest of today, as you prepare for the new year, and as you prepare for the next Get Your Energy Back challenge. So in conclusion, a happy new year to all of you. A big heartfelt thank you. And in an energetic fashion, I want to encourage all of you to be cognizant and aware of what your energy levels are like. And if they're not where you want them to be, do something about it. I challenge you, literally, to get your energy back in 2024. So if you happen to be listening to this episode and you were a participant in the challenge, thank you. It was great to be able to have the opportunity to serve you, and I can't wait to do it again with you next year. Until then, to all the listeners out there, thanks. Pass on this goodness to another individual that you care about, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Thanks again. Over and out. This is your host, Drew Davis. Learn how to see better. It's the only podcast out there that'll improve your vision the longer you listen.